Without this tool, I would get nothing done, that's for sure. It's a very simple tool, but I'm going to show you how it works. So it's called TickTick, and you can have task lists, to-do lists in one part of it, and you can also check your habits. Like this, I've added 2 habits, and then I check off the day I make those habits. But let's go back to the task list, because those are the most important ones for me, because I don't want to forget an important task. So I added to TickTick to make sure that I get everything done that I need to be done. And I don't have a long list of to-do things, because that never works. As you can see, for today, I had 4 things, and I have already completed one of them. I simply clicked the check mark here, and then it goes down to completed here. And then I have 3 other tasks that I'm going to do later today. So let's say you wanted to add a task for today. Then it's simple. You start up here where it says today. You can also click to the left here and add a task. Let's call it task 1 today, and then simply hit enter, and it is now among your tasks. But you can do a lot more with your tasks than just adding them one time, and that's where the magic comes in, because a lot of the tasks I do, which are important, are repeatable tasks. Some will repeat every day, and some will repeat every week or every month. It depends. So let's take a look at such a task. So I'm going to add task 2, and let's say it will be monthly. So instead of hitting enter here, I will click over here where it says today, because let's assume that this task isn't supposed to start today, but next Wednesday, the 20th. So I'm going to click here, and then down here, I'm going to click on the repetition code here and say if it has to end after a specific date, and you can add that, or you can just keep it running. And I have actually done that before. It remembers what I've done here. So it added monthly, the 20th, but you can also check weekly, of course, but in this case we want monthly, so I'm going to let it stay here, and I'm going to make a new one so we can see how it works otherwise. So now I'm going to click OK here, and then I'm going to remember to hit enter here, because until I hit enter, it's not created. So now it's created, task 2 monthly, and you can see it now under inbox, where it keeps all my tasks, no matter when they're supposed to be done. So here we have task 1 for today, and we have task 2 for the monthly task. Another thing that's good to know about these tasks is, what am I supposed to do here? Task 1 doesn't tell me very much. So over here to the right, you can add text. So if we're going to check one of the ones I've already done that for, the delete inactive subscribers. As you can see, I go through a lot of steps for this one. So I've added them over here so that I can easily find them again the next time I'm going to do this, because I only do this step twice a month. So I have one reminder for the 15th of the month, and I have one for the 1st of the month. And then I've added the text over here, so I know exactly what to do when this one pops up in my today box here. And that tells me that I have to do it today. So we can try that for task 1. Delete task after the video is done. So now I know what to do about it. So what more can we do? We have the tasks, which can be repeated or not, and we have the tags if you want to add tags. I have some because I want to make sure that I, on every weekday, today is not a weekday for me, it's Friday, but on every weekday I'm going to do at least one task that gives me now money, one that gives me soon money, and one that gives me later money. And that means today or very soon. soon money within the first 2 weeks, and later money is some time after that, unknown, but it will make money at one point. So if you check my inbox here where I have all the tasks, you can see there are some of them that had this tag, and there are some that hasn't. For example, my X-bar pool push days, they don't make me money. I wish, but they don't. So they don't have this tag on. But otherwise, you can see here white friction mail. It has the now money tag, because if I send out an email, it can make me money the same day if some of my subscribers clicks and buys. Do not have too many tasks, I will repeat it, because you'll never get it done. So I aim at one each day of these three types of make money, but on some days I have more than one. Let's check the next 7 days, for example. You can see Friday, today, not much. Next Sunday, I have only 2 tasks, and neither of them is making me money because it's still my weekend. I have 3 days of weekend, and then I have next Monday, then we start the work week, and I have the tasks that will bring in money, hopefully. And there we go on with daily tasks after this. So you can make more tags by clicking the little plus up here, and then type in a tag name. What shall we call this one? Video test. And then you can choose a color for it. Let's say this one. You can even choose a parent tag if it's a sub tag, but I haven't used them. I just use the big tags. So let's see. Now we have a task here, but there are no tasks. There are no task under it. You can see here, if I click on later money, I can see which of my tasks here will bring in later money, which will bring in soon money, and which will bring in now money. But I don't have any for video tests, so let me take one of these. So there are no tasks for this tag yet, so let's add one. I'm going to my inbox where I see all my tasks here, and let's just take the one up here, the X3 bar pull day, and add a tag. And you do that simply by right-clicking. Not there. Right-clicking here, and then add a tag. Mouse down to this, and then I'm going to add the tag video test. And save. So now this has a tag too, and you can see it over here among the tags that it has a tag. You can do more than that. If, for example, it is very important for me to write an email every day, I will add the priority just by right-clicking again and then adding one of the priority flags here. Now this is very important. Share a Substack article. Let's say this is a little bit less important, so I'm going to add the yellow flag to that one. And then let's see, what do we have today? So now we can see the share Substack article is at the top because it has this priority flag on it. So let's say this one is very important. I'm going to add this flag, and now this one goes straight to the top. So if you do that with all your tasks in the inbox, that is the first 3 important ones, the other ones can just keep the neutral flag. So let's say this one isn't that important, but I do it, so give the blue flag, and then I would add red flag to this one. So next time I start my daily to-do list, it will show up in the right order. So I will always take the most important tag first, the task first. I mentioned that we also had a habit tracker. So to the left you have the menu of the overall things, and some of them don't work in a free version. As you can see, I have the free version, so the monthly view doesn't work here. Otherwise it would look, let's see, if I click learn more, it would look like this, but it goes straight to payment here. So let's go out of this again. I'm back to TickTick. So It shows me a little now. Okay, so it has this 7-day overview, and it's just doing a demonstration here. I think, yeah, that's a demo. That's not my calendar, but it looks pretty and I love all the colors. Then we have Eisenhower Matrix, and I don't have that either. It's also for the shared, I think. No, now it's showing it. It didn't want to do that earlier. We have a Pomodoro, if you want to keep focused while you are working on a task. And then we have the habit tracker over here. So I have added 2 things to it, and I don't think you can add that many when you are on the free version. But I have added the Reddit comments here and write Substack notes, and I've set it up so I need 2 comments to finish my task. As you can see, when I mouse over it here, it says 0 out of 2 done. And yesterday 2 out of 2 was done. And when I click here, it counts for 1. So I don't want to do it now. Same here, we have 3 notes I have to write today. And then when I've done it, no, it's for Tuesday. What is this? It's because I didn't start that early. It's the other way. It's here Friday. 02. Yes. Okay, well, let's see if I can add a third habit tracker. And it seems I can. So this is a test video tracker. Frequency, you can set it how often you will. And if you just click on the daily, it suggests, you can even suggest which days they should be active. Let's say you keep the weekend free, like me, 3 days, and then you click OK, and it will only show up for these days, so you can check them off there. Goal is to achieve it all or reach a certain amount. So let's say you have, like I have here, I have 2 comments. If it's fine to just reach at least one of them, you can do that. In my case, I would probably go for 5 Substack notes, ideally, but if I just reach 3, that's fine too. You can do that. So let's see, 1 count daily. Let's set this to 3, record count. So that means if I click once, it will record 1 count. So I've done this once. So let's try that. So 3 counts daily for this one. Start May 15, that's because that's next month. No, let's start it today. Let's change this so you can see it. Friday included. So it will start today, which is May 15th. Goal days forever, or you can stop it after a certain number of days. Depends on what your job is here. Section, I don't use those, but you can use them to morning, afternoon, nights, for example, if it's something you only do those days. And you can set up a reminder and say that you need to have done at least some of this at 1400 hours, and then you add that, that's 2 p.m. And then you will get a reminder down at the watch on a PC. I don't know where it will happen on a Mac, I've forgotten. So now I'm going to check this. So goal is 3 count daily, and then I can check as many as I like. Okay, so let's say I've done this today. So now it has 1 count and it's almost done. So I'm going to do it once more, whatever task it is I should do. And then once again, and now it's done up here. So it's finished for this Friday. I haven't done anything here and here yet, so those aren't finished. But this is how you add and use a tracker. And you can also use widgets on your computer or on your phone, because this one will work on your phone too, which is very handy, I think. Because if you, for example, have, like I have, write Substack notes, you can do that on your phone, and then you can check it off on your phone, so you are not depending on having a computer nearby. So I think this covered everything here, at least the basics that I use, and that helps me a lot because, like I said, without it I wouldn't get anything done. I love to check those small marks here so I can show I've done this task. So, and I don't want to go to bed in the evening and have some unfinished tasks up here. If it's a one-time task, you can change it to tomorrow, for example, or like yesterday, there was a task I didn't want to do. Let me take this task back up. So if you decide you don't want to do this task anyway, you can right click and where did I find that? Here we are. Won't do. Then it will be removed from your task list and it will go down here where it says completed or won't do. So now it's gone and you can go to bed and sleep soundly and with a clean conscience. You've done what you wanted to do. So I hope this helps you get more things done and be systematic. And once again, for the third time, I'm going to say don't add too many things, because then you won't get done and you will have a huge list of tasks to go through and it will look overwhelming. Keep it to as few as you can. Just add the most important ones and make sure to do them. So good luck with your to-do list.